province was built on the iron will, the sacrifice of our fish harvesters, first and foremost. That's not flattering anyone. That's stating a fact. That's just a fact. And we're all connected. We're all connected to that. We need to make sure that the balance of that wealth is shared fairly. And what we put forward to the minister yesterday, what John put forward, was more than fair. And that's right, we're going to stay here until we get it.
We want to see profits as well. A company, a processing company that's making enormous profits every year, and last year had a massive profit. How many people here can tell me last year they made a profit? So why are we going to give our profits to processors that have decided to become a cartel and collude to ultimately force us out of the fishery? So what we're going to do is we're going to show them tomorrow if we have to. We're going to have more numbers here tomorrow. And again the next day. And it's the numbers. It's not me. It's us. It's the numbers. It's the fish harvesters. All we're looking for is fairness, free enterprise, that you can make a deal. You can deal with the company. You're not being told who you're selling to, how much you're getting paid for, how much you're going to bring in, when you're going to bring it in, and what you're going to catch. We want our business back in our own hands. Period.
There was a disruption in the proceedings of the House of Assembly today, and let me start by saying I understand that there was an injury that occurred with a police officer, and my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, and wish him a speedy recovery. I also understand that several public officials felt threatened and intimidated today, and let me say first and foremost that that's unacceptable, and my thoughts are with them as well. I am profoundly disappointed today that the behavior of a few could take over and jeopardize a budget that is for the entire province. While I know and appreciate fully that anxieties and emotions run high in the fishery this time of year, and how important the fishery is to Newfoundland and Labrador, and that there are so many hardworking women and men in that industry that we want to be here to support and to continue to work with. And they have entirely the democratic right to peaceful protest. What is unacceptable is violent protests. And so some of the behaviors we saw today will not be tolerated by me or our government. We have a budget to deliver, one that is important for 530,000 Newfoundlanders and Labradorians, one that delivers on promises of health care, infrastructure, education, roads, fishery, and much, much more. Community groups waiting to hear if they have their funding available. So we intend to go ahead with this budget. It will be implemented.
The Department of Justice took the step this morning to go to court to ask for an injunction. That injunction was granted, I think, maybe less than an hour ago. I think some of you have probably seen the copy of the order from Justice Stack. That injunction will prohibit individuals from blocking safe access to Confederation buildings starting right now. So any individuals that are there that will be subject to that injunction will serve with that, so they'll have notice that, as the Premier said, they're free to protest, they're free to express their voice, their opinions, their views, but they're not free to prevent individuals, whether it's public service workers, workers at the House of Assembly, or politicians who will deliver the budget as soon as it's safe to do so, from entering that premises.
What's your reaction to that? All I can say is, this is not I think this is the biggest demonstration I've been at. I've been at other demonstrations before, and you know, I've heard about injunctions before, and I guess that'll develop as it is, in all due respect, and we're here together. That's all I can say. We're here together. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow morning with more numbers, as John said, if we got to be. Yep.